An Alcohol Industry Guide. An Alcohol Industry Introduction. The alcohol and soft drink industries are huge. This is for people in the alcohol and beverages industries. Books about beer, wine, and booze are around number 641.230 or TP573 at the library. Try the number 663.2 section of your library for winemaking books. Booze books are at number 663.2 at your local library. Food books at the library start at number 640 and go to number 642. 640 Household stuff. 641 Food and drink. 642 Food and meal service. Chapter 1. An Alcohol Industry Guide 1. Booze business info. One guy advertised on the internet, got some investors and started his own microbrewery selling kegs and bottled beer locally. Books about beer, wine, and booze are around number 641.230 or TP573 at the library. Foodwine.com. Foodwinemag.com. Barundipub.com, British Beer and Pub Association. Northbywested.org, Beer Wholesalers. Brewersassociation.org. HWBTA.org, Home Wine and Beer Trade Association. Barproducts.com. Barsupplywarehouse.com. Bartender.com. Bartending.com. Booze.com. bvwines.com. gunter.simplenet.com/liquors.hdm, how to make liquors. wineinstitute.org. wswa.org, Wine and Spirit Wholesalers. jobs.gallo.com/careers/careershome.asp. 301wines.com. wine.com. wine-101.com. winebiz.com. winebusiness.com/services/industryjobs.cfm. winedine.co.uk. wineloverspage.com. wines.com. wines.com/vwm-online, vineyard and winery. winesearcher.com. wineshopper.com. winespectator.com. Food and Wine Magazine. 1120 Ave. Of the Americas. NYC 10036. 800-333-6569. 800-284-145 Cookbooks. Foodwinemag.com. The Spirits/Hard Liquor Industry. Discus.org, Distilled Spirits Council of the United States. Distillersales.com. unitedspirits.in. Beverage Consulting Associates. 2048 Kilkee Drive, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina 29579. 940-230-0922. Hard Liquor Companies 1. Bacardi.com. BeamGlobal.com, Beam Global Spirits and Wine, Inc. BROWN-FORMAN.com, Brown Forman Corporation. cbrowns.com, Constellation Brands, Inc. toddhunter.com, Cruzan International, Inc. Diageo.com, Diageo. FloridaCaribbeanDistillers.com, Florida Caribbean Distillers. Luxco.com, Luxco, Inc. McCormickDistilling.com, McCormick Distilling Co., Inc. LVMH.com, Moët Hennessy USA. PatronsPirits.com, Patron Spirits Company. PERNOD-RICARD-USA.com, Pernod Richard USA. Remy.com, Remy Cointreau USA, Inc. SydneyFrankCO.com, Sydney Frank Importing Co., Inc. Suntory.com, Suntory International Corp. Hard Liquor Companies 2. Anchor Brewing Co. Calvados Père Magloire. Route de Trouville Pont l'Evêque. Normandy, 14130. calvados-pere-magloire.com/mag/en/home. 33-231-64-82-42 33-231-65-44-75 fax. Diageo North America Inc. 5080 Spectrum Drive. STE 1200E. Addison, Texas 75001. Diageo.com. 646-223-2000. 866-342-4361 fax. Dozert Safe & Sons Ent. Ltd. 411 to 415 John Str. Elizabeth, New Jersey 07202. DWineSandSpirits.com. 908-353-1234. 908-353-0660 fax. International Beverage Holdings, Chong Beer. 275 Madison Avenue St. 701. NYC 10016. Interbevgroup.com. 646-896-3800. 646-896-3801 fax. Thai Beverage. MHW, Ltd. 272 Plandome Road. Manhasset, New York 11030. MHWLTD.com. 516-869-9170. 516-869-9171 fax. Mutai USA. 15080 Hilton Drive. Fontana, California 92336. MautaiUSA.com. 909-350-3082. 909-350-3915 fax. Chinese Alcohol. Weinbauer Inc. 4031 Tugwell St. Franklin Park, Illinois 60131. Weinbauer.com. 847-678-0685. 847-678-0713 fax. Winery Exchange. 500 Redwood Boulevard. STE 200. Novato, California 94947. WineryExchange.com. 415-382-6754. 415-382-6905 fax. Bluehead Tequila LLC. 221 South 78th Street. Tampa, Florida 33619. 813-394-7593. 813-630-2583 fax. Dry Fly Distilling Inc. 1003 E Trent No. 200. Spokane, Washington 99202. 509-489-2112. 509-489-3245 fax. Frostshot / World Frost, Inc. 3560 Stewart Avenue. Miami, Florida 33133. 786-439-4445. 305-477-2011 fax. Chapter 2. An Alcohol Industry Guide 2. A list of alcohol magazines at blog.feedspot.com/alcohol_magazines. barmagazine.co.uk. Bartender.com. blog.feedspot.com/bartender_blogs. blog.feedspot.com/UK_bartender_blogs. Cheersonline.com. chilledmagazine.com. distilling.com/distillermagazine. imbibemagazine.com. oldliquorsmagazine.com. punchdrink.com. spiritedbiz.com. thspiritsbusiness.com. Alcohol websites. Absolut.com, Absolut. Absolut.com/metropolis, Absolut Metropolis. Absolut.com/rubyard, Absolut Ruby Red. Absolutad.com, Absolute Ad. Absolutelights.com, Absolute Lights. Aliveis.com, Aliveis. Bacardi.com, Bacardi. BacardiDJ.com, Bacardi DJ. Bex.co.uk, Bex Beer. BombaySapphire.com, Bombay Sapphire. Coca-cola.co.uk, Coca-Cola, UK. Coca-Cola.com, Coca-Cola. Coca-cola.se. Coca-colavibezone.com.br, Coca-Cola Vibe Zone. Cocktailtimes.com, Cocktail Times. Cokemusic.com, Coke Music. CoorsGolf.ca, Coors Golf. dcs.ed.ac.uk/home/jhb/whiskey, a malt whiskey tour. Doers.com, Doers Whiskey. escuchalallamada.com, Escuchalallamada. Fosters.co.uk, Fosters. Guinness.com, Guinness. GuinnessStorehouse.com, Guinness Storehouse. HeinekenContest.com, Heineken Contest. iba-world.com/cocktails, International Bartenders Association, IBA, official cocktails, with recipes. idrink.com, idrink, learn how to mix an Acapulco, a zombie, or over 1,000 other drinks. impulseenergy.com. intowine.com, Into Wine, exploring the world of wine. latinquarter.com, Latin Quarter. levelvodka.com, Level Vodka. malibu-rum.com, Malibu Rum. mangajo.co.uk, Mangajo. martini.com, Martini. millermusictour.com, Miller Music Tour. moat.com/explorer, Moat Explorer. pepsi-town.com, Pepsi Town. peroniitaly.com/age.html, Peroni. sanmiguel.es, San Miguel. switchbev.com, The Switch. tango.com, Tango. thehidingroom.com, The Hiding Room. villamteden.com, Villa MT. virgincola.co.uk, Virgin Cola. wine.com, Wine.com, over 200 pages of basic wine education including tips on pairing food and wine. wineeducation.com, wine education site. wineenthusiast.com, wine enthusiast, they. wineloverspage.com, wine lovers page. winespectator.com, wine spectator. winespectator.com, realbar.com. alcohol retail/alcohol sales online. barsupplies.com. bevmo.com. breathalyzer.net. drinkupiny.com. internetwines.com. litheweights.co.uk. learn2serve.com. liquorama.net. rumrunnerflasks.com. shopmillerbrewing.com. sendliquor.com. shoppersvineyard.com. spikyhourjuice.com. beeradvocate.com. budbucks.co.uk. magichat.net, Magic Hat Brewing Company. tabcpermit.com. wine.com. winechateau.com. winechateau.com. wineenthusiast.com. wineenthusiast.com. wineglobe.com. wineglobe.com. Chapter 3. Lists of alcohol brands. Alcohol brands. 1800. 1921. Absolut. Baileys. Belvedere. Bushmills. Cabo Wabo. Canadian Club. Casa Nobel. Chinico Blanco. Ciroc, France. Crown Royal. Dos Manos. Evan Williams. Firefly, U.S. George Dickel. Gordon's. Grey Goose. Jack Daniels. Jameson. Jim Beam. Jose Cuervo. Ketel One. Maker's Mark. Patron. Sauza. SKYY, US. Smirnoff, UK. Stolichnaya, Stoli. 3 Olives. Trago. Wild Turkey. Vodka brands. Absolut.com. BelvedereVodka.com. ChopinVodka.com. GreyGoose.com. KeatLone.com. Stoli.com. ZYearVodka.com. Hanger1.com. 3olives.com. VanGoVodka.com. Rum brands. CaptainMorgan.com. LaVertaDNSL.com. BacardiLimited.com. Tenkane, Trinidad. Admiral Nelson, U.S. Appleton Estate, Jamaica. Angostura, Trinidad. Bacardi, Puerto Rico. Barton, Virgin Islands. Brinley. Bruegel, Dominican Republic. Captain Morgan, Puerto Rico. Castillo, Puerto Rico. Charbay, U.S. Clear Heart Rum, U.S. Coraba, Jamaica. Cruzan, St. Croix. Diplomatico, Venezuela. El Dorado, Guyana. Fernandez, Trinidad. Flor de Cana, Nicaragua. Goslings. Kilo Kai. Lieutenant Dan. Malibu. Myers, Jamaica. Monte Cristo, Guatemala. Mount Gay, Barbados. Old Mill. Orinoco Fazenda, Brazil. Palo, Puerto Rico. Pampero, Venezuela. Papagayo, Paraguay. Pussers, Trinidad. Pirat, Anguilla. Room Clement, Martinique. Room Barbancourt, Haiti. Rogue, U.S. Ron Abuelo, Panama. Ron Castillo, Puerto Rico. Ron Matusalem, Dominican Republic. Ron Rico, Puerto Rico. Sailor Jerry's, Virgin Islands. Sea Wind, Jamaica. Star African Rum, Mauritius. Tommy Bahama, Barbados. Tortuga. Trader Vic's, West Indies. Voodoo, Virgin Islands. Whalers Dark, U.S. Ray and Nephew, Jamaica. Zacapa, Guatemala. Zaya, Trinidad. Gin brands. SeagramsGinLive.com. Aristocrat, U.S. Aviation, U.S. Bufferts, England. Balfour Street Dry, U.S. Barton London Extra Dry, U.S. Beefeater, England. Blue Coat American, U.S. Bombay Dry, England. Bombay Sapphire, England. Boodles London Dry, England. Booths London Dry, England. Brokers London Dry, England. Bulldog, England. Burnett's London Dry, U.S. Cascade Mountain, United States. Citadel, France. Clear Heart Gin, U.S. Damruck, Holland. D.H. Kron, U.S. Fleischmann's Extra Dry, U.S. Glenmore London Dry, U.S. Gordon's London Dry, U.S. Greenall's London Dry, England. Hendrick's Scotland. Iceberg London Dry, Canada. Juniper Green Organic, England. Junipero U.S. Kensington London Dry, Scotland. Martin Miller's London Dry, England. McCormick Dry, U.S. Mercury London Dry, England. New Amsterdam Straight, U.S. Old Raj, England. Plymouth Gin, England. Quintessential, England. Right Gin, Sweden. Seagram's Extra Dry, U.S. Take-A Dry, U.S. Tanqueray London Dry, England. Tower of London, England. TRU2 Organic, U.S. Van Go Holland. Zwittem Holland. Geneva Brands / Special Gin. Bowls, Holland. Boomsma, Holland. Villiers, Belgium. Genevieve, US. Hertkamp, Belgium. Petermans, Belgium. Zeewidum, Holland. Tequila brands. 3 Amigos. 4 Copas. 374. 1800. 1921. 5150. Agave dos Mil. Agave Loco. Azunia. Buya. Cabo Wabo. Capaz. Casa Noble. Comisario. Corrido. Don Fulando. Don Pilar. Don Valenti. Dos Manos. El Don. El Man Passion. El Reformador. El Relingo. El Rey Yo. El Viejo Luis. Hacienda de Chihuahua Sotal. 255. Jose Cuervo. Karma. La Piñata. Marquez de Valencia. Mastro Doble. Mejor. Milagro. Mucho T. Paqui. Partida. Patron. Rizal. Saza. Señor Rio. Sol de Mexico. Tedio. Trago. Vida. Voodoo Tiki. Whiskey brands. cutty-sark.com. jimbeam.com. jackdaniels.com. canadianclub.com. johnnywalker.com. Abelor 10 year. Ambassador 25 year. Ardberg 10 year. Ardmore traditional cask. Ballantyne's 30 year. Blackbush. Bowmore 16 year. Bruichladdich 15 year. Buchanan's 18 year. Bushmills 1608. Chivas 12 year. Clontarf single malt. Compass box hedonism. Cutty Sark. Deanston 12 year. Dewar's White. Famous Grouse 12 year. Feckin. Finians. Glendronach 12 year. Glenfarclas 25 year. Glenfiddich 12 year. Glenlivet 12 year. Grants 8 year. Greenore single grain. Highland Harvest Organic. Highland Park 12 year. Highland Park 18 year. JNB. Jameson. Jameson 1780. Jameson 18 year. Jameson Rarest Vintage. Johnny Walker Black Label. Kilbeggan. King's Crest 25 year. Lafroig Quarter Cask 10 year. Lauders. Macallan 25 year. Macallan Fin Oak 12 year. Mary's. Michael Collins Single Malt. Middleton Very Rare. Old Pulteney 17 year. Power and Son. Redbreast 12 year. Scapa 14 year. Scapa 16 year. Single Malt Scotch Whisky. Spaben 10 year. Springbank 15 year. The Antiquary 21 year. The Glenrothes 1975. The Irishman They. Original Clan. The Tyrconnell 10 year single malt. Tomin Tool Oloroso 12 year. Tullamore Dew. Tullamore Dew 12 year. Wild Scotsman. Bourbon Whiskey. Bushmills. Canadian Club. Compass Box Hedonism. Crown Royal. Early Times. Evan Williams. George Dickel. George T. Stagg. Jack Daniels. Jameson. Jim Beam. Johnny Walker. Maker's Mark. Wild Turkey. Wood Food Reserve. Scotch Whisky. Highland Park. Lagavulin. The Macallan. Bowmore. Springbank. Ardbeg. The Balvenie. Glenmorangie. Lafroig. Talisker. Glenfarclas. Longmorn. Cragganmore. The Glenlivet. Glenfiddich. Dalwhinnie. Nickayoichi. Suntory Hibiki. Glenrothes. Blue Hanger. Organic Alcohol/Green Booze. Beertown.org, Brewers Association. Freywine.com. Frogsleap.com, Frogs Leap Winery. NewBelgium.com, New Belgium Brewing Company. Wallivers.com, Otter Creek Brewing. Breworganic.com.